Without the reason, they got someone to care. Maybe all you need to share is to cry. And that's something that I'll be more than you ever could dream of. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. Universal scales tip toward balance because of your sacrifice. Smile. For even in death, you have become children of Thanos.
I know what it's like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail nonetheless. Lightning turns the legs to jelly. I ask you, to what end? Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. What should I say? I am. The champ is here! Ladies and gentlemen, the heavyweight champion of the world has arrived! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
It's your boy. It's your boy. V. Ben Israel, the people's champ. Holla at me. How y'all doing, Israel? What's up, Judah? It's March 10th, 2022. We about to cook a little bit. We are about to cook a little bit. Excuse me for a second. We are about to cook. Got the pineapple burning. Got the mood set. Just coming in. Like, subscribe, share. Subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100. That's my milestone. I'm trying to get that algorithm going, people. Help your boy out. It's your boy. Let me get my notes pulled up. It's going to be a little lengthy topic, so strap in. That's why I'm going a little early today. I got my tea. Want to stay hydrated. Keep the voice clear. My ears starting to open back up. If you don't want to be here, let's get this disclaimer in. If you do not want to be here, you don't like me, you don't like my voice, you don't like what I say, you don't agree, any of that stuff, holler back, move around, keep it moving. There's a lot of places you could go in these YouTube streets. You don't have to be here. Now, if you are here, if you are staying, I need you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm in 72. I've been shooting up lately. So some of y'all are doing it, but I need a lot more to do it. There's a lot of y'all watching my videos. Some of my videos got 1,000 views, a few of them. I don't have 1,000 subscribers. I like 1,000 subscribers. Donate. Somebody told me recently, V, you should get paid for what you do. I agree because I do put time, money, and effort into what I'm doing. I just don't jump on here and start talking shit. I actually do my research. I do my studying. I prepare hours, days, sometime in advance. Some of these videos I work on for days doing my homework, doing my due diligence. Holla at your boy. Because I need to get a microphone. And I ain't asking for a lot. Shoot me $1. Shoot me $5. Just holla at your boy. Cash App is in the description. Today's topic. Today's topic is why Kevin Samuels told a 24-year-old woman sex, sandwich, silence, silence, and silence. And this was in response to her asking what 5 things I could do for a man or something to that extent. Throughout the video, he kept telling the young lady, talk to your father, talk to your mother. She kept pushing him. And he gave her this. Sex, sandwich, silence, silence, silence. Those are your 5 things. I put a couple of the videos in the description, and y'all should watch those for reference. After the video, pause this video, go watch them, however you want to do it. So that way you get the context. I like a lot of men, many men, I would imagine, run into this problem when we're speaking with you ladies. Y'all like to cut us off. Y'all like to interrupt us in the middle. Y'all like ask us a question, and as soon as we start answering, y'all jump in. We'll sit there quietly, let y'all say everything. Question comes out, we start talking, boom, you jump right on it. You don't let the answer come out. This is disrespectful, especially when it's a 24-year-old girl talking to a 52-year-old man. That's very disrespectful. I grew up in a time where you had to respect your elders. Even though you're over 21, you still had the real old people, the real grown folks. You 21, you knew to being grown. 24, you knew to being grown. You only been grown for technically 3 years. You still learning how to be grown. That doesn't make you equal to somebody who's 40, 50, 60, 70. Y'all got to learn how to be quiet and listen. Because if you're talking, you're not learning. This is why the Bible says, listen and learn in silence. Which, coincidentally, is what he told her. Silence, silence, and silence. Just be quiet. Sometimes y'all want to talk so much. I think y'all just like hearing yourselves talk. And when you're dealing with a man like Kevin, or some of us other, I'm not even going to just say content creators, but we have backgrounds, we have certain skill sets, especially as salesmen. And I'm not talking about somebody who had a 2-year sales job. I'm talking about career salesmen. We made a career out of sales because we have certain skills. We're able to read people. We're able to anticipate. That's a skill. Everybody don't have that skill. That's why everybody can't do sales. A lot of times we know what y'all are talking about before you even say it. We already know. We know where the conversation is going because we've had it hundreds of times before. But y'all so busy wanting to explain your position, you're missing the answer or the response that we're giving to you. If you go back and watch my AB video, that line in the middle, y'all get stuck on that line explaining every damn thing. Right? So I run across that. I just found it so ironic, mildly amusing when he said that to the girl. I'm like, yo, I get that all the time. And a lot of us men, we're watching the video. We see it coming before, and it's like y'all ladies don't even see it coming. We see it coming, but y'all don't see it coming. We like, oh, here we go. She about to, oh, here you go. He gonna say it. We're anticipating. We know what he's gonna say because we know what y'all are doing. And it's funny to us because a lot of y'all claim, oh, I love your show and I don't watch all your videos. Then you should know what's about to happen. So go watch Kevin's videos. Watch them in their entirety. They're not very long. They're not full shows. I don't think I shared the full shows. I think I shared the clips, the ones I'm specifically talking about. Strap in. Get your notes. Get your Bibles. We're going to talk. Let me talk to him. There's a few things, and I've been thinking about this list. I've actually been making this list for a little while now. When I think of these things, I kind of jot them down. Things to stop saying immediately. These are stupid sayings. They make you look stupid. And a lot of times y'all say these things and they go, I'm educated. Educated people don't say certain things. I just thought of a new one. I'm watching Fresh and Fit the other day. The girl is saying, I've been to college 3 times. Well, sweetie, people who go to college don't say that. You're making yourself look stupid, trying to make yourself look smart. Nobody and their mama believe that this girl had been to college. Not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3 times. People don't say that. People might say, I've been to college. Yeah, I've been to 3 different schools, but I've been to college. But you don't say, I've been to college 3 times. It's just, it's pedigree. And this is how some of y'all just don't fit in. Y'all ratchet chicks. Somebody try to take you to a nice place and y'all say things you ought not. How many times have you heard me say that? That's biblical. You busybodies. You say things you ought not. And you draw attention to yourself. And people kind of, it's cringe-worthy. People go, ugh, like, she's low class. See, we talk about racism and feminism and all of these other isms. One is socialism. One ism that we don't really talk about enough in this country is classism. Is classism. I'm gonna do a video on that. Not gonna branch off into that right now. Things to stop saying immediately. I agree, but if you agree with somebody, you don't have to say but. Because when you say but, that means forget everything I just said. I'm about to change it. I agree, but somebody says something, they make a point. I agree, but it's raining outside. And here you come. I agree, but you sound stupid. Also, saying I agree constantly, every time somebody says something, makes you look stupid. You don't have to say it. If somebody's talking, act like y'all been to church. Act like the pastor's talking. You just nod your head. That signifies, okay, I understand what you're saying. You don't have to verbalize, I agree. But again, y'all want to talk so much. Remember, listen and learn in silence. Stop talking. Even to say I agree, it makes you look stupid. And then y'all always come behind it with a but. Another thing, to be honest. Somebody asks you a question. To be honest, and why wouldn't you be honest? Why do you have to say to be honest? What else would you be? Y'all say this because your default setting is lies and manipulation. So now you got to switch in your mind and you verbalize it to be honest. Why? Stop fucking lying all the time. You wouldn't have to say to be honest. It's stupid. Why wouldn't you be honest? No, I want you to lie to me. Oh, you want me to be honest? Why wouldn't I? Why would I want you to lie? These are stupid ass ratchet girl sayings. And all of these sayings got real popular in the last 10 years, I would say. You go back 10 years ago, people didn't say certain things. To be honest, didn't come out every other word. And every time you get ready to open your mouth, stop saying it. It makes you look low class. Here's another one. This kind of goes to that to be honest. For me, or to me, somebody says, what does independent mean? Well, to me, it means, no, what the fuck is the definition? You don't have your own private dictionary. Words mean things. They are that way, so everybody knows what you're talking about. We're on the same page and we can communicate. But if you make up your own definitions, nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. That doesn't make sense. Again, that's low class. Here's a big one for me. Stop explaining. Y'all want to explain everything. You don't answer the question. Y'all just go into long explanations and tangents. Again, I use this example all the time for years now. Y'all have heard me on these videos say this. When you were in school, you had that test or that worksheet where you had to read a paragraph. At the end of the paragraph, do you agree with the above statement or the above paragraph? Yes or no? Then explain your answer. You got to circle yes or no, and then offer an explanation. What y'all do is y'all skip over the yes or no, and then go straight into explaining and never answer the question. If I was your teacher, I would mark that answer as wrong. Some teachers might give you 50% credit. I wouldn't. You're wrong because you did not follow instructions. This is basic communication. Y'all like to do this because you don't want to be accountable. So you don't want to answer yes or no, or directly or definitively, because you don't want nobody to be able to come back and hold you to your answer. That's a problem. Again, how can you maneuver or operate with and be in cooperation with somebody if nobody knows what the hell you're talking about? What your stance is? What is your position? I don't know how some of y'all function as adults. How do you even vote? You got to pick one candidate or the other. You can't put it maybe or write an explanation and never pick a candidate. You got two choices for president. Was it Trump or was it Biden? Y'all, what y'all writing in long explanations and never choosing one? Well, guess what? That vote don't count for either one. This one is probably my biggest gripe of all. I feel. This is a word y'all don't understand what it means, and you sound stupid. Again, within the last 10, 20 years, this one has really become part of people's everyday speech. I feel doesn't mean I think. If you mean I think, say I think. Don't say I feel. Sounds stupid. Somebody's trying to have an intelligent conversation with y'all, and y'all put on these stupid ass phrases in your speech because you're supposedly educated. Y'all like to mix them up with big words, but you start off cringeworthy. I feel. You don't need to say that. Eliminate it. Just state your position. I think. Because you think you're entitled to your opinion and somebody's supposed to respect your feelings and opinion. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your opinion. You can have all the opinions and feelings you want. But when you start sharing them and making them public, you are accountable for your words. You can't just say what you want, make up stuff, and people just say, okay, that's the end of it. No, people are going to be like, that's stupid. That don't make sense. The dictionary definition for a feeling, and you can look this up yourself. I'm sorry. I told y'all, boy, my phone ain't rang all damn day. And every time I get on here, it rings. A feeling is a belief. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of a live video. I'm doing a live video right now. Okay. A feeling is a belief, especially a vague or irrational one. It's a vague or irrational belief. It's vague, irrational. Those things don't make sense to nobody but you. You can believe whatever you want. But if you can't support it in court, they call this conjecture. You just made it up. You have no citation to support why you're saying what you're saying. It's unacceptable. If you're submitting an English paper in school, it's called plagiarism. You have no citation to support what you just said. It's not allowed anywhere else. I hate to. Oh, it's a lot of these. I hate. Not everybody. That ain't everybody. That's a stupid ass saying. How many things on this planet affect everybody? Stop saying that shit. What I'm saying now, a lot of you women, or many of you women, do these things. Your response to me is, "No, not everybody. That ain't all women." Who the fuck said it was? No, nobody said every single black woman in this country, all 23 million of y'all, do all of these things. That's a stupid ass argument. And you make yourself look unintelligent by saying that. And all you're doing is interrupting. Again, be quiet. Because y'all like to do that and interject. Well, that ain't everybody. Shut the fuck up. Everything is neither or maybe or possible for some. This kind of goes with the previous one, not everybody. Again, because y'all don't want to be accountable. So y'all like throwing in those uh that vague stuff. Well, it's possible. I was talking to a woman, a grown woman. This woman's in her 50s. And I used the example, we were on a balcony. We were one story up on a balcony. And I was trying to prove to her that her feelings don't matter. Oh, my feelings always matter. No, they don't. If you go off this balcony, are you going to hit the ground? Is what I asked her. Doesn't matter how you feel. Whoever goes off that balcony, jumps off the balcony, is going to hit the ground. 50-year-old woman, 50-something-year-old, old enough to be my mother. Here come the stupidness. And these is y'all mamas. These are them baby boomers. This is that thinking. This is where it comes from. So she wants to change the argument. Well, I got a choice whether I go off the balcony. What the hell choice got to do with it? You're going to hit the ground either way. I don't care how you feel about it. Now she starts saying stupid stuff. Well, what if I could fly? Okay, see? Really? Really? Granny, you're almost 60 years old. Are you talking about flying? Levitating? After you jump off a one-story building? The fuck out of here. Well, for some people might no, nobody is flying. It's stupidness. Then I took her choice away because they think choice is important. What if I throw your little ass off the balcony? You ain't had no choice in that. You're still gonna hit the ground. She tried to argue me up for a whole hour, would not concede that she was gonna hit the ground. Would not. Just the need to be right. Shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. It started with them baby boomer women. I couldn't believe how ridiculous it was. I got tired of talking to her. I put my headphones in and just stopped talking to her. Right in the middle of the conversation, I'm like, this is stupid. It's the stupidest conversation. Because I was making a point trying to move forward with the conversation. She got stuck on that for an hour. Now you done messed up the whole conversation. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, share, and donate. Help your boy out. Lies and deception should not be your default setting. Again, going back to the to be honest, I mentioned this a minute ago. Y'all say that because your default setting is lies and manipulation. Why? And it's amazing to me. I've had women lie for no fucking reason. Simple stuff like, why are you lying? Why are you trying to be deceptive? And you could tell. Here's one tell. A lot of liars do. You ask them a question, and they repeat the question back to you. Or they repeat every question. Yeah, hey, well, is it raining today? And they repeat, is it raining today? Well, no, they'll say something like, so you want to know if it's raining today? Yeah, that's what I just said. Why did you repeat that to me? You didn't hear me? Am I speaking unclear? I can see if somebody was garbled or the phone was muffled. You weren't really sure what they said. So you repeated, hey, did you just say this? Oh, okay. No, that's not what they're doing. It's a defense mechanism. They're stalling. And they do it throughout the conversation. They'll repeat every damn question back to you. Like it's a spelling bee. In a spelling bee, you had to, the person announcing the word, you say the word because you're trying to sound it out before you start spelling it. But this is what they do. They're trying to get their lie together or their deception together, so they have to say the question again. And you can see them look up. They always look up when they're doing it. Pay attention. Why are you doing that? Why? Why? Could you imagine how frustrating that would be? You're having a conversation with somebody, and every question you ask them, they repeat the question back. Another variation is to rephrase it, which you ask them, into a different question. Like, that's not what the fuck I just said. Just answer the question. Yes or no, or directly. It's possible. Don't rephrase. So you mean this? No, I said what the fuck I meant, and I meant to say it the way I said it. Just answer the question. Don't rephrase it. Answer the question. Stop repeating what I said. Or trying to rephrase it. Then y'all accuse men of being deceptive or lying. Men typically don't lie right off. Like, and when I say, see, y'all deal with the bottom. Most of y'all deal with the ones, twos, and threes, the Pookies and Ray Rays, the bottom of men. And then y'all try to extrapolate that out for all men. We know this is true because of who is fathering your babies. So we have statistical evidence to prove this. 54% of men are single and childless, black men in today's world. 30% are married. That's 84%. What's remaining? 16%. So those 16% are fathering the vast majority of y'all single baby mamas and children. Those men are lower class men. We're not talking about that. I'm speaking for average everyday working men, regular guys. But y'all so used to dealing with ones, twos, and threes, y'all run across a five. A five is 5 times better than a one. A five is more than twice as good as a two. Still almost double a three. Y'all don't know how to rank men, so y'all just assume all of us are the same. And then at the same time, y'all put all of y'all at a 10. I'm a 10. 10 is perfect. There's nothing wrong with you, no room for improvement. That's what you're claiming you are? But you're overweight. You got 4 kids. You got fake hair. You got fake lashes. You got a bullshit job. Not a career, a job. How do we know that? Because you got to make up a title. Y'all make up these fancy titles for your bullshit jobs. Girl was working at a daycare and she told me I said, what do you do? Oh, I'm a behavioral specialist. A what? I'm a behavioral specialist. A behavioral specialist. And I thought about it. I said, so are you a teacher or what? Oh, I work at a daycare. Why not say you work at a daycare? Why are you telling me you're a behavioral specialist? Lies and deceit and manipulations. Stupid. I asked a girl one time what she did. I'm in telephony. Telephony, huh? Telephony? Did you say that? You mean you work at a fucking call center? No, no, that's not what I do. Do you answer phones for a living? Yes, it's a call center. Stop drawing this shit out. She was a goddamn 311 operator. Stop with the bullshit. Nobody knows who you really are. Y'all don't think I don't think y'all really understand yourselves, who you are yourself. That's why the scriptures say, examine yourself. Do you not know yourself? The scriptures ask, examine yourself. My grandmother used to say, when you point the finger, you got three pointing back at you. But y'all are, that's why y'all always, the man, it's the man. He did it. He was the fault. He need to level up. He need to go. All that. Examine yourself. Because the truth of the matter is, ladies, men are outperforming y'all, even with all of y'all advantages, with the exception of going to college. That's the only category y'all are ahead of us. We make more money than you. We're better parents than you. We have less STDs than you. Actually, y'all number one in the world. We ain't even top five when it comes to STDs. Y'all killing 25 million of y'all own children since 1970. Y'all did that, not us. That had nothing to do with us. That was your choice 100%. You're unhealthy. You're obese. Men don't fit into that category. Men have gained a little bit of weight when compared to our grandfathers, but we ain't 100 pounds overweight. We ain't 50 pounds overweight. We beat y'all in almost every economic statistical category or demographic category, with the exception of enrolling in college. Now, graduation rates, pretty damn close. But enrollment, y'all got to speak. We give y'all that. But most of y'all, when y'all graduate, y'all don't get no real jobs anyway. Y'all get bullshit degrees. This is why men out earn you. The same men you talk about, on average, the average man makes what, 42.5? The average woman right now is making around 35K. So men are outperforming you even though y'all have all the advantages. So who needs to level up? And I mentioned men are better parents. When kids are raised in a single parent households are bad. But when you compare men versus women in single households, men outperform you. So what the hell are you talking about? We need to level up. Y'all aren't even a fraction of what your grandmothers and your great grandmothers were. Whereas we exceed our fathers, our grandfathers, and our great grandfathers. We're better than all of them. Not talking about the Pookies and Ray Rays y'all deal with, the average man is. We're more productive workers. We earn more money. We are better educated. We're better fathers. This is why other women from other nations of people want us. Here's another stupid saying. That's a good question. Instead of admitting that you don't know or simply saying no. Somebody asks you a question. Oh, that's a good question. Just admit you don't know the answer. Never thought about that. I don't know. That's honest, but because lies and deception is your default setting, so the manipulation and the deceit is to make you more intelligent than what you are. So that's a good question. The fuck out of here. Somebody asks you a question, you don't know the answer, just say, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a tell. That's an ignorant woman tell. Start watching these videos when they go on and talk live with people. And just, y'all think I'm making up this, y'all, now that I pointed out to you, you're going to start seeing it. You're going to be like, oh shit, he said that, what happened? See, this is, men know this already. It's y'all women who don't know this because y'all don't examine yourselves. Y'all think y'all all those special snowflakes. I ain't never met none of these women that go on these shows. How do I know what they're going to say? Since y'all so special and not everybody. This is a real disrespectful one. Ignoring or skipping past questions you don't want to answer or can't answer. Y'all do this, especially in an argument or a debate. When the man has you, y'all want to skip past it and move on to something else real quick. Y'all just want to just run on sentences to skip past the fact that you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know the answer to the question. You don't know the subject matter. That's a defense mechanism. Again, lies and manipulations. So you're manipulating the conversation with run on sentences. Somebody needs to do a transcript of some of y'all's conversations so you could visually see what y'all do. It'll be long ass paragraphs of y'all just talking, and it's a simple question. Just unnecessary shit. Y'all would get marked off in school in English class. It's kind of similar to the other one. Vague or wiggle room type responses. Again, because you don't want to be accountable, y'all always give vague answers or leave wiggle room in the answer so that y'all come back and say, well, let me rephrase that when somebody locks you down on a position. And that's part of that, not everybody's stuff. Again, that's a stupid answer. When 80% of women, black women, are filing for divorce, that's the vast majority of everybody. So you coming out and saying, oh, not everybody for the 20% who didn't? Come on. Stop. Stop. And y'all like to say most. And then y'all come back and say most. Most men ain't shit. A lot of men ain't shit. See, when y'all talking about men, that not everybody goes out the window. And then it becomes most and a lot. All men is dogs. I've heard that all my life. So y'all play with that when it benefits you in the conversation. But when men do it, and a lot of times y'all saying shit that ain't even true. Men don't take care of their kids. That's bullshit. Black men are the number one man, white, Chinese, Mexican, or other. We are higher than all of them according to the U.S. Census. They've studied this. There are all kind of studies because y'all don't do your due diligence and look at the facts. Y'all just pay attention to tropes and propaganda. Start doing actual research. Black fathers are the best fathers. Oh, this type of thinking gets on my nerves. So the thinking is like, that doesn't apply to me. I'm different. I'm special. So when we say something like the majority of women are doing this thing, even what I'm saying, the majority of you women do a lot of these things I'm talking about. Oh, that don't apply to me. I'm special. The majority of women make $35,000 a year. Oh, that don't apply to me. I make more than that. I'm six figures. Even though a very small, tiny percentage of women are six figures in the country. That number is even smaller for black women. But every woman that gets on the damn thing with Kevin or whoever else, Dee Dee or whoever's doing the show, I'm special. That don't apply to me. But they want to speak for all women. If you're special, fine. We'll give you that, granted. But don't extrapolate your specialness to everybody. Because we know what the majority is. 40% of women, black women, had no income. 40%. So more of y'all did not work or earn any income that actually went to college. But we don't talk about that number. And it's only a small percentage of y'all who got degrees. Now, going to college, I love this one. I should have wrote that down. Have you been to college is a question these content creators ask a lot. Let me explain what going to college means. And I wish I was on this show because I would nail them down with this. Did you have a meal plan and a board plan? No? Then you didn't go to college. You took classes. Taking college classes online or at a local community college is not going away to college. Did you stay on the yard? Did you have a roommate? Did you eat in the caf? Did you have to study at the library every night? You had to order pizza. So it's a college experience. So that goes back to that girl in the beginning, the quantum physics. That's what she told Fresh and Fit. She was studying quantum physics. And she'd been in college 3 times. They let her skip with that. I would have got her ass. Quantum physics is not a major in undergraduate. That's like PhD level stuff. So what did you get your undergraduate in? Was it science? Was it math? Usually it would be math, and just somebody goes on to get their master's or something, and then they're doing PhD level research where they're getting into quantum physics. That's people working for fucking NASA. They're working on jets and shit. This stripper, she was a stripper, wants to make you think she's studying quantum physics part-time while she's stripping. This is the foolishness. Here's a big one. Stop interrupting. I started off with this. Stop interrupting. This is why y'all don't learn nothing. Y'all don't understand men, because when men start speaking, y'all are so disrespectful today that y'all cut a man off. And then you want to play, I don't know. Why did this happen? I don't get it. Because you won't shut the fuck up. Now, for you Christians, it's a commandment. You're not supposed to interrupt men in their speech. Christians, you Bible believers, we'll turn to the book of Sirach, 11 and 8, King James Version. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. I'll repeat. Sirach, 11 and 8, KJV. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their speech, of their talk. Let's break it down. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Again, The man starts speaking, don't even get the, I've done this. I don't even get a whole sentence out, and you're already talking and interrupting me. You haven't heard the reason why. You haven't heard what I'm saying, nor have you heard the cause of why I'm saying what I'm saying, because you jumped in, because you're so eager to run your goddamn mouth. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. See, when men talk, y'all want to go tip tat, tip tat, tip tat, and shut the fuck up. Let the man explain what he's saying and why he's saying it. You don't always have to respond, ladies. Be quiet sometimes. Meditate on that shit. Listen and learn in silence. Also a commandment. Y'all claim to be Christians, but y'all don't believe in the Bible. That's a commandment. Listen and learn in silence is a commandment. Keep yourself in subjection, in all subjection. That brings me to the duty of a wife. Y'all don't know what y'all role is. You've been lied to again. Them baby boomer women. This woman I was talking to, never married. Her daughter, never married. Her granddaughter, never married. 3 generations of women right there that can't cooperate with a man. Always want to talk stupid. Men do not have time. Very pretty woman, very great shape, even in her age. Banging little body. But men don't care because, see, men will go down in looks to go up in cooperation and femininity. That's more important to us. Looks will get you in the door. That will get our attention. Ooh, then when we start, when you open your mouth, you could be an 8 before you open your mouth. And then by the time you finish talking, you done drop down to a 4. That's how it works for men. Coincidentally, it works the other way. I've seen women who were 3s and 4s, and their personality was so, they had so much femininity, they were very cooperative, just pleasing to be around. Jump them up to a 6. You like, damn, man, I could marry this girl. That's how men think. We turn to the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3 through 5. KJV. This is the duty of women, ladies. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemy. That's the duty of a woman, ladies. But see, y'all hear that, and y'all hear, I don't know why, slave. I ain't gonna be nobody's slave. I've heard women say that to me, supposedly Christian women, after I read the description of what a wife is supposed to be. I ain't gonna be nobody's slave. What? Men understand. When you see this woman, that is a special woman who's operating in behavior like this. We meet them all the time. Usually they're older. Friend of mine, her sister-in-law is this woman. When I was reading this, her picture is in my head. I see her face when I read this because she's this woman. She ain't no slave. My grandmother was this woman. I would even go as far to say, no, I'm not going to say that. I know a few of these women. Operating in behavior. Because, see, y'all are out of order. You're out of order. Dee, I think, shout out to Dee. She said today that women are out of control. I don't like that. I want to say they're out of order. Control suggests that somebody else has to control them. Actively, I'm controlling this glass. But if I set the glass down, is it not in order without me actively holding it? Makes sense? I'd rather somebody be in order. It's doing what it's supposed to do without me having to be hands-on with it 24/7. Men don't want to sit here and do this to a woman all day. That's control. We want y'all to operate in order without us having to intervene. That they teach the young women to be sober. Isn't it funny how that's the first thing they should teach young women, to be sober? Think about today's world. Y'all getting high, popping pills, you're drunk. How did God know, huh? That's how it was going to be in today's world. Because in the beginning, he already knew the end. That's what the scriptures tell us. Knowing the end in the beginning. He already knew the end. He already knew what was going to happen in this time. This is why the prophets wrote about it, through divine inspiration. Be sober. To love their husbands. See, that's the thing. Y'all confuse the love in the Bible with romantic love that you've been sold to by these Edomites, Disney, and all of this propaganda in today's world. Love is actions. It's not a romantic idea or concept. It's you got to do some shit. Here are the actions you got to do. I just read one of them. These are actions that the aged woman is supposed to do. She's supposed to what? What actions? Teach the younger women. Teach them what? I just broke it down. We're reading it now. That's love. If the older woman loves you, she's teaching you these things. The problem is a lot of your mamas didn't love you. They fucked y'all up. That's why you don't know things. You don't know what to do with a man. You don't know what love is. Because she didn't know what it was, and you don't know what it is. And now y'all are passing that down to your kids. To love their husbands is next. To be sober, then love your husbands. That's the next thing. All things are done in order. What comes after your husband? Your children. But see, y'all ladies, y'all want to put your children ahead of the husband. That's out of order. That's out of God's order. What's the divine order? God, Christ, the husband, the wife. Or God, really, it's God, Christ, the man, the woman. That's the divine order. Your kids don't go ahead of the husband. How do you love your children? There are commandments that tell you what to do with your children. But because we're out of order, y'all don't even know them. To be discreet, not loud and obnoxious and ratchet. And you can't tell me nothing, and did, all that bullshit. That's against God. You're shameless. Keepers at home. Stay y'all black asses at home sometimes. Your houses be fucked up. Your houses, you go to the old lady houses, they be nice, got little plants and everything is in order, nice and neat. Go to some of y'all houses, you got to step over toys and trash, walking in the door. You got to step over a bunch of shit just to get in the damn door. I don't know how many people watch me. I can't see. But it's ridiculous. You're out of order. Your bathroom must be a mess. Your whole house. Ladies, a man looks at your house and goes, where do I fit in? This is chaos. Men like peace and order, not chaos. You don't want to step over 1,000 toys. Why do y'all kids got all of these toys? I'm a parent of 4. My kids never had that many toys. And why are they all over the house? Because see, what y'all do is you're not good parents. Y'all want to play on your phone and talk on your phone and be on Facebook and you just, oh, go get away from me. Go play with your toys. And the kids just be bored. And they scatter that shit all over the house. Time and time and time again, I've seen this. It's a mess. Your kitchens don't be organized. I'm like, no wonder y'all can't cook. There's no organization. Like, do you even have pots in here? Like, it's toys in the kitchen. Your kids get older. Throw them toys out. Why are you saving them? Give them away to Goodwill. So give them to the homeless shelter so somebody else's kids can play with them. Better yet, stop buying all that bullshit. You can't afford it. Obedient. Learn how to follow instructions. We ain't trying to hurt y'all. We don't be telling y'all things to hurt you. We be trying to keep y'all from falling in a damn ditch that you're digging. Just follow instructions. We ain't got time to explain every step of the way. Because we don't do that with each other. We damn sure ain't gonna do it with you. X, Y, and Z is what you need to do. Do it. Y'all want us to explain X, explain Y, go into detail. We ain't doing that shit. Men don't function like that. We gonna get right to the point. And a lot of times we tell y'all. I just said to somebody recently, you making mistakes, and I keep telling you, no, you didn't. Did I not say this? Yeah, you said that. Okay, and you did it anyway. Then I told you again, don't do that. You might want to think, wait, they turned around and did what they wanted to do anyway. Turned out bad. When are you gonna listen? See, women have insight. That's right here in the present. Men have foresight. We seeing things down the road. Y'all don't have foresight. This goes all the way back to Eve. Eve didn't have the foresight to realize once she did what she was not supposed to do, what was going to happen. She could not see that far. She didn't know she was going to bring destruction onto the world. She didn't know she was going to bring death to the world. She didn't have the foresight. A lot of y'all, the little girl on the video, basically was asking, "How do I find a man?" A lot of women ask that. This is why Kevin's show is so popular, and he'll say it time and time again what men are looking for, and time again they just don't listen. Kevin says, fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, and submissive. Those are your 5 basic things. That's where you start with me. He says it. He's been saying that for 2 years now. Women hear that, act like they never heard it, but they've been watching the show all the time. They claim. We want you natural hair, natural face. Take them eyelashes off. We want natural. Wear your hair, your hair. We don't want the long silky weave down to your ass. We don't want that. That's not your hair. We don't want the booty injections and the fake titties either. That shit don't feel right. Feels like dolphin skin. Don't feel right. Or a wet balloon. I made a post the other day. Just because you look good in clothes don't mean you're going to look good when you naked. I've seen women who didn't have no ass in clothes. They naked. They got the perfect body naked. Y'all worried about the wrong shit. Fit, feminine, friendly, submissive, cooperative. Not your face, not your hair. Then y'all putting all these foolish ass colors in your hair. You look like clowns. What did he say? You look like RuPaul. That's how RuPaul looked in the 80s and 90s. Or for you New Yorkers, you can go out to 42nd Street before they cleaned it up and see all of the drag queens out there. That's what women look like today. It's comical. What do women want? Here's the biblical answer. How do you find a man, ladies? Because God ain't never say he was going to send you a man. That's that Christian bullshit that ain't in the Bible. So let's talk about what's in the Bible. Ciara 37 and 12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. How do you find a man? Be continually with a godly man who keeps the commandments. Continually. That should be your fathers. That should be your brothers, your uncles, the men in your community. Get your ass, if you're trying to get married, especially you 35 plus year old women who y'all born again Christian virgins, all of y'all, you trying to get a husband, get the fuck out of your church. Your church does not facilitate marriages. The purpose of black church today is the same as white America, to exploit black women for profit. They're going to tell you everything you want to hear to keep you paying them tithes every week. That's the same thing the Democratic Party does to black women. That's the same thing corporate America does. Because they know y'all are consumers. The black church is no different. There aren't any black men in churches looking for wives. Very few. The black men that are there, they're old and they're already married. They're not very many single black men looking for wives in church. A lot of them single black men are gay. Because see, the church caters to them too. It caters to LGBT and black feminist women. Whether you call yourself a feminist or not, you're operating like a feminist. You want to get married? Take your ass to every Sabbath day. IUIC has schools across this country in many major areas, metropolitan areas. Join there. You'll learn about the Bible. You'll learn about your history. You'll learn how to be a woman. And they're doing the same thing. They're teaching men how to be men. And they will help facilitate a marriage. I guarantee it. It ain't going to be instant. And if you don't put in the work, it ain't going to happen. But if you put in the work, it will happen. But a lot of y'all think y'all ready, and you ain't ready. You don't know what it is to be a wife. You know what you want, but you don't know how to serve a man. You don't know how to be a helpmeet to a man. The church ain't teaching you that. They've never read this scripture to you in church. Be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments. That's the commandment right there. Why aren't they teaching that in church? Because they don't want to tell you to keep the law. Because if they told you to keep the law, you wouldn't be paying tithes. Hello? Tithes didn't go to the church. That's not where tithes went. Tithes didn't go to the building fund. Then nothing gets built. Those are lies and manipulations. And that's why y'all like that. Start following your men, ladies. Men have fled the black church. Y'all should be following us. There's a reason black men are leaving the black church in droves and leaving the Democratic Party as well. There are reasons. We're telling y'all, follow us. This is the way to go. The black church has never been the protector of women. The black man has been your protector for thousands and thousands of years. That is your safest bet. That's what's proven to work. This made up church that the white man gave y'all has not protected you. That's why Harriet Tubman was coming and rescuing y'all motherfuckers from the church and bringing y'all to freedom. I need some more tea. Proverbs 14. This is what a lot of y'all do. Y'all don't understand why things aren't working out for you. Because you're out of order. You can't be out of order and get blessed by God. See, y'all think all blessings come from God. No, some of these blessings ain't coming from God. Y'all think rewards are blessings. The devil rewards people too. See, as long as y'all stay foolish, the white man is going to keep rewarding you. Your enemy is going to keep rewarding you. He's going to give you public housing. He's going to give you Section 8. He's going to give you food stamps. He's going to give you preferential treatment on the jobs because you're the number one consumer. You are being trained to go with this American machine to keep the economy going. Y'all spend, and accumulate debt, black woman. That's why they keep rubbing your head. Oh, yeah, sister, keep black girl mad to keep doing. We're going to give y'all Kamala Harris, and we're going to give y'all this new chick for the Supreme Court. Why? Because y'all like that shit. And it's going to keep you spending money and voting for them. Sister Ciara Ali told y'all. Y'all didn't know if you took these things, it was going to destroy your community. She said that to y'all 30 years ago. It's going to make you lonely, horny, lead to lesbianism and all that other stuff. Go watch a video. Google her or YouTube her. Sister Shahrazad Ali. Everything she said was going to happen and was happening is worse now. But all of them women, including Ayanna Van Zandt, got up and was arguing against her. She was wrong, and it was her fault because she said something about it. The same thing y'all do today when anybody tells y'all the truth. Crimson Cure will tell y'all the truth. Shalakemia will tell y'all the truth. Love Dorsey will tell y'all the truth. Hell, OG Nunu will tell y'all the truth. Dee Dee will tell y'all the truth. Oh, they pick me, they this, they that. Y'all don't. The Bible says, my people hate correction. Y'all hate being corrected. Give me a second. I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry I had to freshen my drink. So, this is what y'all do. This is a perfect visualization of today's black woman. Proverbs 14. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her own hands. What is God saying to y'all? Stop blaming the man. Wise women build their houses, foolish women plucking it down. That's why 80% of divorces are filed by y'all. Most of y'all relationships, y'all walk away. You're plucking it down with your own hands. That also leads, which I didn't have written down in my notes, menstruous women bring forth monsters. That's what y'all are raising by yourself. Menstruous women bring forth monsters. They're not going to tell you this in church because they don't want you to get better. It's to their advantage to keep you where you are, spending money with them. It's a man's job to keep the parameters, keep everybody in line, keep everybody going straight. You see this in the lions and in other kind of animals, the elephants. The men keep the herd focused and going straight. When the males are away from the herd or the pack, the women and children get out of control. But when the man come back, they start going straight again. You see this in the animal kingdom. We are any different. We're still animals too. So right now, because uh, men are there, y'all have left your men. Men didn't leave y'all. Y'all left the men. Y'all out of control. Y'all out of order. Better yet, here's what the proof of that is. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and 10. If thy daughters be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. What is it? Our daughters today, they're shameless, they're ratchet, they're out of pocket, nothing, anything goes. I'm gonna have my titties out, I'm gonna have my ass out, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say, I'm gonna be inappropriate. That's shameless. It's telling us to keep her in straightly. We got to put them guardrails on her. Otherwise, she's going to abuse herself. That's what's happening to our young girls. That's what's happening to our women. Y'all are hurting yourselves. Through what? through too much liberty, too much freedom. That's what the white man gave y'all. Y'all didn't fight for shit. He gave it to y'all purposely to break up the civil rights movement. Why did he do that? Because he knew he had access to the same Bible we got. You would abuse yourself if you had too much liberty. So what did he do? He gave you all the liberty. You can do whatever. Black woman can do whatever else you want. There's only two groups of people in this country who could do what they want. That's white men and black women. They do whatever they want. Think about that. Listen, I don't say these things because I want to offend somebody. I really don't give a shit about offending you. I'm going to cry out loud and spare not. And lift up my voice like a trumpet and show my people their sins and transgressions as I'm commanded to do. I don't give a shit about your feelings. They don't matter to me. They're vague and irrational anyway. That's why I don't care about them. Number one. Number two, I don't care about them because my feelings don't matter to you. See, people who always in their feelings, only their feelings matter. Nobody else's. So we're gonna take feelings off the table. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna show you what's going on. I'm gonna show you your sins. That's what I just did. Doesn't mean I don't have any. That's not the point. We're not talking about me. We're talking about you. I get checked by my people. My people check me all the time, and I take it. But see, that's a bullshit argument too that some of y'all make. But what about you? What about you? That's bitch shit from y'all men and women. Stop being like that. You don't do that with your boss. Your boss bring you into the office and say, "Hey, this is what's going on, man. We need you to fix this." Well, Steve over there ain't doing it either. Your boss will fucking fire you. So don't play that game with me. So y'all got more respect for the white man than you do a black man. Because that's the only time y'all play that game. But what about this? What about you? You got your hand in the cookie jar. You got your hand stuck in the cookie jar. Now your ass is getting chewed out. You got to eat that. Man up or woman up. Pull up your britches. Put your big girl drawers on. Ain't nobody lying about you. And the people who take it out to say this to you, they love you. That's love. Correction is love. If you got kids and your kids is misbehaving, you correct them because you love them. You see other people, kids cutting up in the Walmart or something, you don't say nothing to the white kids. Why? Because you don't love them. But your people, your kids, your cousins, your neighbors, you're going to say something because you love your people. You love your kids. It's correction is love. Stop being so damn offended because somebody telling you your shit stinks. And here's how you fix it. Y'all got to stop being so damn sensitive all the time, man. Y'all really do. But that's a sign that you need to check yourself with your own spirit. That's a sign something's going on with you and you only do it with black people. Because a white person can come say all kind of shit to you. You sit there and you shut the hell up. You don't go back and forth with white people. But somebody that looks like you and really has your better interest at heart, y'all want to go back and forth with us, point for point and circular arguments and all that bullshit. Y'all better check yourselves, man, and realize everybody ain't against you. Everybody ain't against you. You know? Everybody ain't against you.
A phone plan by
I'm
Google.
sorry, this phone
It's
started
easy to
acting
switch
up.
to 5 from the comfort of your home.
Everybody ain't against you. You know? That's all I got, man. Hope I didn't go too long. Stay with me. I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, and share. Help me out. Let me get that algorithm going. Donate. Send me $1. Send me 50 cents, man. Whatever. Help a brother out. So I can keep these videos going. Y'all know I don't work no more. That's what I do. Help me out. But that's all I got, man. It's your boy, B. Ben Israel, the People's Channel. Signing out.
Hop out looking crispy, fresh and new when it's 6, but it's a PM and it's Pepsi Blue. And I don't know you, but I know a man become the man from all the shit that he go through. Y'all ain't fucking with Jason. After I cash in, there's really no justification of how I'm gonna change the game. So don't get out of line. This little 9 to change your brain. Fuck with me.
The champ is here.
Kids.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Got a problem with Jay to handle it when you see Kiss. Time's up, the champ is here. It's the remix. About to make the world get down. And I hate cops, but it's a new sheriff in town. Let's everybody pipe down. You know the game is mine right now. Put your mics down. The truth is that, let's go. Y'all know the Black Babe Roof is back. Listen, the game's scary, cause everybody running around wanting to be out. Or what about Wayne Perry? Thin line between living and being married. Where I'm from, it's either the yard or the cemetery. I'm on the computer, but I download the Ruger. The earth's still spinning while the rounds going through you. Shorty bringing the bird back uptown on a scooter. No security, I just move around with a shooter. Pounds of purple, bricks and diesel. Late night finishing strong like Mr. C do. And the Tommy hold 85-45s, dog, so you can go get your people. Just make sure you tell them that.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Yeah, champ is here.
The champ is here.